Okay, so in our previous chapter, we had seen on how you can use DLP to cover up some sensitive information from your text file. So it could either be a text file or it could even be a CSV file. Now you can do the same with an image as well. So in this particular example, what I'll do is I'll take an Indian PAN card and I'll try to hide sensitive information of that particular PAN card. So let's see how we can do that. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to get a PAN card. So I went to Google Images and I was able to get this particular random PAN card. So the first thing I need to do is I need to convert this into a base64 text file. Now to do that, I am using my PowerShell. So I'll be using this particular PowerShell command. Now this particular PowerShell command I'll give in the description below. I'll also give in the description on how you can do it in other operating systems as well. So what I'll do is I will take this particular sample JPEG and I'll convert it into a .txt file. So let's do that. So the name of this PAN card is again PAN card sample.jpg. Let's just check that. So this basically is PAN card sample.jpg. And once I run this, I will get this particular text file. Now, of course, you need to have PowerShell if you're using Windows to do this. And this is the sample output text file that I get. So this is something that I need to input to the API to make this particular thing work. So let's copy this. And if you go back to the documentation, what you need to use is this particular image.redact API. So let's open this. And here the API that you need to use is this. So this is the API that you need to use. And within this API, you need to give the project within the URL itself. So let's click on try it. So this is a very simple and a good method of trying out your APIs. Let's click on this. And here you just need to give the project ID. So let's copy this. And let's get the project ID. So this is the project ID. Let's copy this and let's paste it there. And now you need to give the body for this particular API request. So let's open this. And what you need to give is the byte item. And within this byte item, you need to give the data. So the data would just be this particular text file. So let's get the value of that particular text file. So this is basically the base64 of this particular image. Let's copy this and let's paste it there. And you also need to give the type. So the type here would be JPEG, since that's a JPEG file. And that's about it. So we'll not give any other parameter. And let's see what happens once we run this particular API. Let's click on execute. So this is the user I need to use. This user has permissions to all the APIs. So let's click on this. And let's execute this. Okay, so this particular URL ran and it gave this output. So the next thing that I need to do is, this is again in base64 format. I need to convert this back into JPEG. Now to do that, I'll be using this particular URL. Now the link to this URL I'll give in the description below. Of course, you can do it using your PowerShell tool as well. But just to make this as simple as possible, let's use this particular URL. So let's go back to and let's copy this text. And let's remove all the quotes, and again let's remove the key for that key value pair. Let's copy this and let's paste it here, and you can see that the following information gets blocked. So the name gets blocked, so does the date of birth. Unfortunately, for some reason, the permanent account number, that is the PAN number, does not get blocked. So what we'll do is we'll actually go back to our API and let's add a few parameters here. Let's click on image redaction configs, and here what I'll do is I'll add an item and I'll add the info type. So since we've used this PAN number info type in our previous chapters, we'll be adding that particular info type. So let's click on name and let's go back to our URL and let's get a list of all the info types. So again, I'm back in my configuration of my data loss prevention. So this particular page gives you all the built-in info types that are available. So let's choose the PAN. So Indian PAN individual. So let's copy this and let's paste it in our API. Okay, so I'll be using the Indian PAN individual. So I have added another parameter here now. It's the image reduction config, and within that I've chosen the info type as the Indian PAN individual. So let's again run this. And hopefully once I run this, only the Indian PAN individual should be blocked and everything else should be shown. So let's run this again. And let's paste this. Let's remove all the unwanted stuff. Let's copy this and let's see what the output looks like now. And now you can see that the username as well as the date of birth is shown, but the PAN number is right now hidden. So this is okay. So let's try one more example. So let's also try to block the date. So let's again go back to our example again, API again, and this time we'll choose another info type. So let's add an item again, and let's add the info type and name. Here what I need to add is the date. This time I've chosen the Indian PAN individual as well as the date. So let's run this again for the last time. And let's see what the output provides this time. Let's copy this. And let's paste it. So this time you can see that the date of birth as well as the PAN number is blocked. So be very careful while using this particular API. There are times that will actually not block the correct value. So you need to test it again and again before you actually move it to production. So I hope this was a useful lecture. If you have any issues, get in touch with me. I'll see you in the next.